Review ordinance on the RV parking.
Oh, I have copies for...
This one home, I think. You sent this one out, didn't you?
I did send it out, and then I did a little work on it today.
Oh.
The bottom paragraph is a proposal. We aren't going to vote on this tonight, but I kind of wrote something up that maybe you guys could talk about. And this isn't the final wording, and it's not fancy, and I kind of did it kind of fast, and it needs to be thought out a little more, but
Donnie, is that why you're here? Is for...
Not really, I just thought I'd come up and see what's going on.
Have you been having any more problems?
Oh, I'll stay sitting here, why would I have problems?
On the east side yet?
Yeah, every time I look out of the house, it's there.
Yeah, okay.
It isn't gonna move down, no, that it is. No, you don't have no problems, because I'm afraid to go over there and talk to him, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Because I can't run very good anymore.
Did you get anywhere talking to him?
I honestly haven't had a chance to
Yeah,
get over
okay.
to him when he's at work.
And you're against sending the letter?
I'm not against it, no, but I think it'd probably be regarded a little more if it's verbal, yeah. Letters always. That's a toss probably. I don't know.
And if you go downtown, you go around town and look, and all the rest of them are parked where they're in front of the places.
Going north of the business, taking out on the city property.
I didn't say that, I said in front of their places.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
No, that's the best way to get out of it.
No.
Well, I don't see any reason why we shouldn't, I guess at this point, update our ordinance. It's not gonna hurt anything.
No. Just like everything, times change.
Yeah.
We need to keep things updated.
If they don't want it in front of their house, they can pay for storage somewhere. I mean, it's their option, it's theirs.
Yes, sir.
Everybody else should have to deal with it.
You're right, they should not have to look at it.
Yep.
This is in front of their house.
Yep.
I look at mine right in front of my house, and I don't care one bit, because it's mine.
Yeah.
My responsibility.
Be stored in a garage. So you're basically saying if I buy a junker and stick it in my garage, I've got to register it even if I'm not going to drive it for 5 or 10 years. And I don't even know if I can buy parts. But as long as you don't have to look at it, it's my problem, not yours. But that was what I was looking at.
Right, that's, yeah, there's not an or.
I think we're
Yeah.
looking at
Yep.
this one too specific, because I think there's another place in the code that can address that, I think, John, without...
It says all stored vehicles. We don't get into the RV stuff until we get to clauses 4 and 5.
Did you have is this an exact copy from the ordinance there?
4 is the exact copy from the
Okay,
ordinance.
5
Okay,
isn't.
5 is the new one
Okay.
that and it just said, it just numbered it 5 automatically, and I didn't, it's a draft, guys.
Yeah.
So,
But
Yeah.
technically, I think he's right, though.
it could be.
Well, one does say it must be currently registered, so if it's not currently registered, you can't have it even in your garage.
Or
If you're following this one to
You
the
could be
letter.
right,
Yeah,
Yeah,
so,
Or if you're saying, Nancy, in another place, the ordinance says something different, then
It may, and I
they're a
don't,
conflict.
there could be.
So we probably need to look into that. Maybe, where are you thinking it might be otherwise stated?
There needs to be some ors put in.
Yeah.
Say that again.
There needs to be an or.
Some ors put in, like,
And maybe that's
so
what
they
we
meet
need to
one
do.
criteria.
I didn't write this ordinance, guys.
No, I'm just,
Yeah.
I that noise is perfect.
It takes a certain kind of mind to pick that stuff out.
I guess you could
Yeah.
probably take care of it at the top when it says all stored vehicles must comply with one of the following.
Well, even a stored vehicle is registered as a stored vehicle, correct?
No. If I buy a junker to restore, I'm not gonna register it anywhere.
No, you
until
take it to the courthouse and have them put it in storage at the courthouse.
No,
Not necessarily.
not necessarily, not if it's a project.
I get it
in your garage.
retitled.
But shouldn't you know?
I get it retitled, but I
Nobody
don't.
knows.
But you don't have to do it right away, is what he
Right,
said. If you
right.
want to take it out on the road, then okay. But as long as it's in
As
your,
long as it's in your garage.
You have to retitle it, but you don't have to register it.
Because it's not an active vehicle.
registration and title are two different things.
Right.
You just drag it home and hide it.
I really thought you had to you had to go to the courthouse and get a storage registration.
I've never heard of one of those. I know you have to change
Because
title.
when you take it out of storage, you got to pay all the back license.
If you have a vehicle that you have on the street that's runnable and you don't want to license it for a year, you can get a storage registration on it.
Yes.
But if you're just rebuilding one, you don't have to register it, you just have to, or title it, you just
Yeah.
have to register it.
Yeah.
Other way around.
Title it.
You have to have a title, but you
Title.
don't have to have a registration.
Okay.
And
It's
then when
only
your
if
project is
on the road.
complete,
You guys know
and
more
you
about
want it
this
on
than
the
me.
road, then you get registered.
Okay.
That's why he's saying what, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think what Justin said by putting must comply, in the first sentence, must comply with one of the following. Would probably take care of it.
You don't even need number one, then you could just get rid of it.
Yeah, you don't need them numbered.
Because no, I mean, but you don't,
Or a-
that first one, you can't really make sticks, so you might as well get rid of that, and everything else is probably okay. I mean, if you think it's okay, but the registration issue is not relevant to storage.
But I guess later on, if it's sitting in the city part of the, I guess, of our right of way, it should be registered for insurance factors.
Right.
I mean, I guess when it comes down to where it's in the city parking between pavement line and sidewalk, then it's gonna need to be registered at that point.
How about if
You know what I'm
how about
saying?
if you said unless it's stored in a garage or other building,
Right.
it would need to be registered and then go on with all of that.
Of course, number 4 is not talking about cars.
Right, it's,
Number 4 is talking about trailers, campers, and
Right.
RVs.
Right, and number 4 is 1, 2, and 3 have been in our ordinance for 100 years. 4 is the one that we added 5 or 6 years ago.
And 5 is just your.
5 is
kind of
my-
a little bit of revamp,
My
right?
revamp of 4.
Okay.
It'll actually become 4. Yeah.
So we can look at those, and we can review the ordinance to see about the registration thing. This one probably shouldn't be in there, but,
Yeah, we can,
so,
and I can get some advice on that if you'd like me to.
that would be great.
I'd say definitely table it to next one. A little clarification.
But back to the issue of a letter to the property if somebody's not in compliance. Is that what you're thinking of doing?
Well, we're
Evidently.
changing the ordinance because it's not very clear how it states. They want to change it so to define where the camper's parked in front of the house, not on a side street.
And then you can cite the improved ordinance
Yeah.
if you wrote a letter.
By the time we get to this point of changing this, it'll
There'll
already
be-
be past the November
Yeah,
deadline and
it
they'll
will
have it
be.
off the street
But at
anyhow.
least it'll be ready
Right.
For next year.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So it's tabled in until you get some more information.
Because it's almost November 1st
Yeah.
anyway.
Right.
Well, yeah, if we're gonna work on the ordinance, we just will fix all the problems with it.
Yeah.